Alrighty, and we're back. I did this other square, and I found out that once you get this stuff out, it doesn't really look like caulk. It kind of more looks like drywall, and it's kind of rough. So what I did was, instead of going over it a second time, just right after, I put in some liquid. I mixed some water with this, and then just poured it on over there and kind of spread it out, and I think it looks just fine now. The water in the wavy, it's a lot smoother. But we're going to go on to these bottom squares here, because the bottom squares, I don't know if you could tell, but the bottom squares have where the thrusters are going to be. You may be able to see them on camera, you may not be, but yes, this is where the thrusters are going to be. So I have to be really careful to change the direction of the flow of the water to back that way. So let's go ahead and see if we can do that. So I'll just start with this square right now. What I'm going to do is draw in the outline here of where it's going to hit the water, like that. And draw a little wave in front of that, and then draw the aftershock of the wave. A little more on this side. Just a little. Alright, there we go. And then fill in the rest. I don't need to do up there really because it's got some already, but I do want to go over this part, so I'll just dab a little bit. There we go. Alright, and now we will do this. So here it's going to be a little bit more violent, so what I'm going to do is just flick it backwards. Really, just like it's a jet being. Oops. And I want it really shallow at the front and kind of being built up more in the back. I don't want the excess to fall off. Just rub that on there. But yeah, just really kind of violent here. And we'll just move this stuff over. There we go. And wipe that there. And I kind of want just for it to look chaotic in there. So the sharp edges will be just fine for the water. Don't want them too sharp, but yeah, kind of like that. If I can give this sign a little bit more bubble, there we go, okay. That'll be fine. And then just, whoops, if I don't ruin anything, but just continue the rippling. So what we were drawing from down here on that side, so just continue the rippling on here. Yeah. So this caulk takes about 6 to 4 hours to dry completely, and the kind of liquid coating I put on after it, I guess. That takes about an hour to dry. So just put that into your calculations of when you think you'll be done. I'd say that it's safe to add another layer of the caulk after 2 hours. I waited about 2 hours to go over it again, because these sides kind of dry up really quickly. Alright, looks like we need a little bit more on there. Again, you can always add more on, but it's really hard to get the caulk back into the tube. There we go. Okay, so draw you in here like that. Alright, and then to add a little bit more realism to the place where the thruster air is going to hit, I'm just going to build up a wave coming from the inside out. It's right there. Let's just scrape that off because that's not supposed to be there. But anyways, yeah, what I'm going to do is just, first of all, cover that little nick there, and I'm going to kind of just smooth that on in there, like so, and we're going to from the outside like that. Just smooth the edges down. Wipe that off. It's getting a little bit too cocky. Too cocky. And then remember to bring the edges back like that. And I think that looks pretty nice. Yeah. Now, before I add that liquid coat on, I think I will just continue on and do the other side. So again, just drawing out an outline here, that. And actually I'm going to add something in there because that became a problem. And then bring out some caulk here to make our ripples in the water. Alright. So yes, almost done. I'm going to go ahead and just do this and then skip ahead to the water part. So